Here we go. BRB, friends.
Contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan. From San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
you doing out here? Liv Morgan is getting eaten alive. Natalya comes out. Interesting. Issues. There's a lot of issues. So, on the menu tonight, folks, see if I missed anything. I don't think so. When is Survivor Series? It is tonight, yes. It is. It's after this tournament. We had 2 tournaments to get through before we hit the pay-per-view, and we're going to hit the pay-per-view. Real Life was tonight, and I think he said that Survivor Series on stream tonight. Yes. It'll probably be, I would guess, in about 45 minutes. About 45 minutes is when Survivor Series will be happening. That's what I would guess. Okay, menu tonight is just a bunch of potatoes. Just a bunch of potatoes, Popeyes, Cajun fries, and some of their mashed potatoes as well, thrown on top. Didn't know how long these were going to take me to cook or put together. And I've never really thrown them together like this. It's kind of gross, but, you know, desperate times, right? Big shot here. Oof. Oh my god. It's kind of gross, actually. It's kind of gross. Liv Morgan has a finisher. Uh-oh. Look at that. She can hit it, too. Oh, reversal Nia Jax. Call a little bit of this match. Nia Jax. Oh, big power bomb, no good. She's gonna roll her up. Is this enough? 1, 2. Oh, she flips it. 1, 2. She flips it again. 1. Oh, kick out. Liv Morgan needs to get some energy. She has enough, I think. Oh, no, she doesn't. Gotta gain that energy. Gain it. There it is. Man, oh man, she had Nia Jax negatively affected. Off the ropes. Liv Morgan, knee to the face. Nia Jax is down. Nia's down. 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan beats Nia Jax. Look at that. Wow. And, you know, I think Nia Jax is going to be a little upset at that. She's going to be a little upset. We have the Survivor Series match, like, already filled up, ready to go. But, I don't know. If I'm Natalya, I'm watching my back, you know. You're making enemies. We move on here. Io Shirai, Nikki Bella. Interesting. Here we go. Natalya getting one over on Nia Jax once again. Am I in the pay-per-view? I have no idea. Like everybody's names is just so crazy. She's not gonna walk out of that match in one piece. She's gonna get injured. Alright, Liv, I underestimated you. Yeah. I think I did too. I thought Nia Jax was gonna take it pretty easily. His entrance always makes me so sad. Look how out of date this game is.
From Tokyo, Japan,
Io Shirai has not had this entrance in 2 years. It's just wild that they don't have a built-in, like, update function, right? It's crazy. But whatever. It happens. We're on Thunder, right? WCW Thunder? I think so.
And representing the Bella Twins from Scottsdale, Arizona, the NXT Women's Champion.
Yes.
Nikki Bella.
So we're also going to have a Women's Tag Team Championship match. Because in the first round, Nikki was beat by, oh, you know what? Who was she beat by? Did I not write it down? I know I have it written down. Or maybe I just threw them in. No, Nikki got beat. I have it written down on the sheet. Let's see. Let's see. Because I know I booked it. Now, her title is not active. But Carmella and a mystery opponent will be taking on Nikki Bella and Brooklyn Von Braun for the women's tag titles at Survivor Series. That's another match we forgot to talk about. But Carmella is going to get a random superstar to help her out. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be somebody who, you know, comes out and messes with Nikki. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Io Shirai. If Io Shirai gets a win here in the first round, she also gets a title opportunity. So we'll throw her in that Carmella match. Perhaps. Where the hell were you at? I already said when it was. Yeah. Yeah. Mimi, it is tonight. It is tonight. It's after this pay-per-view. Should be some good times, man. I'm very much looking forward to eating more food tomorrow. I need to go to the store. And I cannot wait to buy some Pepsi, which I'm out of. I cannot wait to buy some meat, which I don't have. I got a whole lot of, like, cupboard food. And that's sad day, man. Man, I love me some Hamburger Helper leftovers in the fridge. Steaks, you know. That's what I like. And if I don't go to the store, it doesn't happen, and then my life gets real sad. And I start door dashing. Io Shirai, big back body drop. Standing moonsault. And I understand how unprofessional this is. I understand. But I need to get my energy up before we hit the pay-per-view. And I figure the women's tournament is perfect. Perfect opportunity. Snap suplex. Nikki Bella, backbreaker to Io Shirai. She's catching up here. Big reversal, pretty even so far. Io Shirai's getting an advantage here in the momentum. Oh, big reversal. Bit of a mistake by Io Shirai, not getting to the corner quick enough. Face buster takes down Io Shirai. Io is going to roll to the outside. Nikki Bella is going to taunt. Not really sure why. Kind of a useless taunt there. Vertical suplex brings her back into the ring. Big shot. She's at 92%. Tay-Way, no way. Welcome to the show. How's it going, man? I hate when I wake up with a headache. It's like, bro, I slept all day. Why the hell's my head hurting? Now that sucks, man. I don't usually get headaches. Like, even when I'm drinking the night before. Like, I'll wake up. I don't have headaches. But I'll have, like I'll just be kind of like, I don't want to get out of bed. Like, it's not a headache, really. I don't feel pain. I'm just like, nah, not waking up. But, yeah, I don't really experience headaches. And when I do, it's often because I just know that today's going to be a bad day. And usually I'm right. Very psychic. Io Shirai in the corner here. Big boot, no good. Nikki Bella with a signature. It's a bulldog. Io Shirai, a free agent. Nikki Bella, part of Team Victor. She has a championship to her name already, looking to earn another one tonight. I mean, her sister is indeed in the main event. Diva's champion, Brie Bella. Nikki Bella might fight her way, and we might have a sister versus sister main here in this tournament. Bouncing her skull off the knee. 1, 2, kick out Shirai. Nikki Bella looking for rack attack. She dropped Shirai with this. It is over. Rack attack connecting. Down goes Io Shirai. Pinner is done. Call it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 indeed. Nikki Bella is victorious as we move along in this first round.
Here is your winner, Nikki Bella.
She's a TMode champ, you know. She's a TMode champion. It's going to be real tough. Real tough for someone to get a win over Nikki Bella. Alright, here we go. We move on. Toni Storm versus Maryse. Maryse, one of our first ever women's, actually our first ever women's TMode champion. Winning in an elimination chamber match. Debuting the women's championship. The women's division, I believe. I don't even think we were doing women's division matches. So Maryse, our first TMode champion, was a women's TMode champion. Pretty crazy. She was the originator. Alright, Toni Storm. I don't know much about her. I guess she's in NXT now, yeah?
The following contest is a championship
I guess so.
first-round match.
I don't know anything about her.
Making her way to the ring from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
We have no clue about this lady. We know she's British. And that's it. We'll see if she can make a dent here tonight. Maybe. Possible. Here's how cold my room is. My food's already kind of like cold. Oh. She's not even British. She's Australian. My bad. That's how that's how you know I'm telling the truth when I say I don't know what the fuck. I don't know anything about Toni. Maryse. I like Maryse. Maryse, husband is The Miz. Miz didn't have a very successful day, getting really destroyed by Ciampa earlier. We'll see if Maryse has any opportunities to get a TMode championship once again. She, being a TMode champion before, like, has a little bit of an advantage here over Toni Storm. We will see if she can get to that echelon again. However, I will say that here in TMode, Maryse is very, let's call her Lana-esque. Treated as a little bit of a joke among the women of this roster. Drop toe hold right away. Toni Storm is not wasting any time. Oh shit, elbow, okay. Maryse has some fire. Big knee, Maryse fighting, trying to survive. Toni Storm got a crazy big influx of momentum right at the beginning of this matchup. Maryse might have held on to the point where that's not going to matter much anymore. She just has a deficit to overcome. Got to be proud of the underdogs, right? Like I was proud of the Raiders tonight. I was proud of, oh my god, yo, pile driver, Jesus. I was proud of the Raiders tonight. You know, doing their job. Taking the Chiefs to the limit, and we're going to give them their receipt later on this season, guaranteed. We beat them once, they beat us once, barely. And, you know, we're gonna give them that receipt. It might come in the form of us winning the Super Bowl. It might come in the form of us winning the division. Or you know, a playoff game. But, we'll give them that receipt, for sure. Big takedown here. Maryse is actually keeping up right now, and this is kind of smart. You know, she's playing the long game. Guillotine here. Maurice getting choked out. She's gonna break out of it. Did I hear that WWE released Zelina Vega? I did, yes. Yeah, she took a stand on that whole Twitch thing. One thing that was interesting that I did watch was an IGN stream with all the Up Up Down Down crew. So that, like, Cesaro was there, Breeze was there, Xavier Woods was there, Austin Creed was there. So I watched that, and it was interesting. At the end, when they pimped out their channel or whatever, everybody had said, no, I'm just on Instagram, Twitter. They didn't say their Twitch names. They, I guess, were told, you Twitch, you're fired. And of course, Zelina Vega doesn't have nearly as much pull as Paige. I think Paige is still with the company, even though she's fighting pretty hard. But Zelina Vega went pro-unionization, which I think is the logical next step for wrestling talent, especially after COVID. And it'll be really interesting to see how this works out. It just means that wrestlers are going to be getting paid more for what they do. I mean, they're sacrificing their bodies. I think I'm pro-unionization as well. It would take a lot to argue me out of the position of unionization, especially if they're not going to be treated as employees. So it'd be a really interesting day. Maurice here, she does a finisher. Surviving the worst of Toni Storm. Oh, nice roll up here. Possum pin, 1. She has a finisher, she can end it. Ooh, she went for the gut kick, no good. Kick her, kick her, kick her. The French kiss. Maurice dropping Toni Storm. Going for the pin, and this for sure will be a win for the former women's champ. 1, 2, 3. Maurice moving on. Wow. I want to see the pay-per-view. I know, me too. Vince realized that they were making more money on Twitch than with WWE. I know, yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense from a business decision, but it doesn't have to be as hostile as the way WWE does things, right? It's so strange. It's like, wouldn't you want them to be successful everywhere? It only legitimizes your company, but whatever. It's the same argument for why they won't allow, like why all these DMCAs are coming out. People don't want people to make money off of things. But I mean, here's my big example as we bring out Baszler and Mandy Rose both making their debuts here in TMode this season, at the very last TMode. So here's my argument, right? We all saw the clip of the Hispanic guy skateboarding down the highway singing Mamas and the Papas. No, not Mamas and the Papas. Who am I thinking of? Singing ABBA, right? And that song blew up. It absolutely blew up. That it made that guy, and it made that song come back. And that song was like made in the 70s, late 70s, somewhere around there. Late 60s, early 70s, somewhere around there. There are opportunities for people to make money no matter what. When you limit it to one thing, and this is why I made a new channel in the first place, when you put somebody in a box like that, you strangle their creativity. And it makes it less likely for things to pop off, right? Austin Creed has been doing amazing things with Up Up Down Down. It's maybe one of the better YouTube channels, wrestling related, that I've ever seen. I mean, I just recently watched his Survivor Series special, and it was amazing. It was great. It was good content, right? And I don't usually compliment people if I don't believe it, but it's good content. And when you hinder that ability for people, it's kind of silly. I mean, you think about it tonight. He had the Gears of War gear, right? Had he not been involved in gaming, had he said, well, I'm not going to make money in gaming, so why would I do this? Had he not been able to do that with his YouTube channel, that would not be a partnership that would have existed. It just wouldn't have happened. So it's really interesting to me that they're putting such a hard stance on this. It's not like those people are going to leave you, but even if they do, okay, You'll have more WWE superstars who love WWE Twitch streaming. You're going to get more gamers involved in WWE. Because right now they're not. Right now they're involved in Call of Duty, and they're involved in Fortnite, and they're involved in TikTok. This is what kids like. This is what kids do. This is what kids talk about. They don't talk about WWE. So I don't know. It's a really weird, archaic system that I feel like needs to be changed. I feel like unionization of the wrestlers will help that quite a bit. And kind of legitimize the business as a business and not some carnival run show. But that's just my opinion on it. I'm hoping Zelina Vega the best. I'm sure we'll probably see her sooner rather than later somewhere. But I mean, you've got Shayna Baszler and her whole crew doing Twitch streaming, or rather content creating. You've got Up, Up, Down, Down, AJ Styles, Cesaro. These are all great streamers. The Chugs, Adam Cole. I didn't really like Adam Cole until I started watching his Twitch stream, and now I watch all of his matches. I'm invested in his character more than I was with just his WWE side. The behind-the-scenes information that they give, it's so interesting to me. Drew Gulak was doing stuff that was interesting. So, I don't know. It's super tough, but it is what it is. Alright, Shayna Baszler. Mandy Rose. I mean, Shayna Baszler's a former Team Profit gal, so I'm cheering for Baszler here. I'm a big fan of Shayna Baszler. I hope she gets everything. I mean, she's talked about wanting to be one of the most dominant superstars in women wrestling history. And they kind of did that with Ronda Rousey. And it wasn't very believable. Ronda Rousey didn't really play that part as good as she could have. Shayna Baszler can play that part. She's an excellent wrestler. Excellent wrestler. And I'd say she's better than Ronda Rousey. I still want to see that rivalry someday. Maybe they can convince Ronda to come back. I don't know. I'd love to see the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen of the WWE, right? They always tease that, but well, we'll see. Mandy Rose going for a leg chop there. Shayna Baszler wise, throws up a knee to block it. Fireman's carry takedown. I'm going to try to finish my food in this match. That way I can stop bugging people who are triggered by that shit. There's some good shit though, man. Like, I'm sorry, it's good. Go get you whatever your favorite food is, man. If you have it, go get it. Top rope elbow. Down goes Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose has a run-in. Ooh. We saw Sonya Deville last night in a TMode tournament. I think she got beat in the first round. But we got to assume... Oh, Mandy Rose used her yellow special ability. We might not be seeing that run-in anymore. Oof. Luthez. Mandy Rose going on the assault. Big miss on the slap. And if me eating does bug you, okay, just go ahead and mute my stream for the next 10 minutes. I'm almost done though. I got like 2 bites. Shayna Baszler looking for these gut wrench slams. Going for the pin, straight out of it. 1, 2. Kick out Mandy Rose. Shayna Baszler has a finisher ready to go. Might be looking for the Kirifuda clutch. I love when she does this though. Like a vertical suplex into the Kirifuda clutch. She's getting choked out. If she taps out, that run-in is going to be useless. She taps, no good. Shayna Baszler, excellent showing for Shayna Baszler. She moves on the second round with a lot of hit points of health left. Pretty secure win for Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. Fantastic. All right, we're going to move on to the second round here already. We are that much closer to the pay-per-view. Nikki Bella versus Liv Morgan. Let's get it. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna would be a great match. I think it'd be a great rivalry. Right? Like, I mean, there were rumors that she was going to come back like WrestleMania or whatever. And I was like, man, I don't want to see Ronda again. Ronda has been proven to be a worse wrestler than Shayna Baszler. Shayna playing second fiddle to Ronda Rousey is silly. And it would be a great... I mean, you could have them be tag team champs. You could have them, you know, have dissension in the group. Kind of like Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega with the Bullet Club in New Japan. Right? There's so much that you could do with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey if you just get her back, right? We might be looking at Shayna versus Nikki here in the finals, if I'm guessing. That's good. Now, alone, the mashed potatoes, The fries, not the best fries I've ever had, but put those sons of bitches together. Gives those fries a little taste. Oh! Oh, Mickie James! Wait. Oh no, not this again. Why are we doing this again? What are we doing this again for? Nikki! What? Not again. Oh dear. Let me see. Mickie James had some beef. Let's see here. This is going to continue unless I fix it. No, I think Mickie James just got beat straight up. But Mickie James does have beef with Nikki, so... So maybe we put Mickie James in with Carmella, huh? Might be a good pick. Let's see here. Oh dear. Well, we have to quit. That would have kept happening, and it would have gone on and on. And we don't got time for that. That is one. We have to restart the match. Referee's throwing out that round. This is round 2, folks. Right? We do 3 rounds in these. If ever there's an issue, it's much like UFC. Round 1, no contest. Round 2, no contest. Round 3, we randomize it. Whoever wins, wins. It's basically up to the judges. And the gods, right? So Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella, round 2. Here we go. Hopefully the game doesn't break. That would be real bad. Can I change Sasha's finisher, one of them, so she'll have 2 different finishers? If yes, then give her the backstabber or code breaker. So you don't want the bank statement for both of them, is what you're saying. I typically only change the finishers if in real life she's changed her finisher. But like a backstabber, I could be okay with. I can do a backstabber. I'm assuming this is because Sasha Banks typically will hit the bank statement close to the ropes, and it's almost always a rope break. Is this why you're pulling for the change? Go to the pin one. No good. Nikki Bella does have a comeback. She can hit it. She could hit it. I don't think she's going to, though. Interesting. Liv Morgan to the top rope. Liv Morgan with an excellent upset over Nia Jax earlier tonight. Big drop kick. Look at what she's doing here to Nikki Bella. Look at this. Round 2. Oh, big shot. No good. Misses. Running bulldog. Nikki Bella is down. Trying to waste this comeback. And she might do it. Face first into the mat. Liv Morgan, all the energy in the world. She's taunting. 94%. She's gonna get up. She's gonna catapult her into the ropes here. There she goes. Oh my god. She has a signature. She could drain this resiliency of Nikki Bella. It could be over. 1-2 kick out. Nikki Bella, no comeback available for her. Liv Morgan does have a signature that she could use. Backstabber would be good, and yes, I hate rope breaks, yeah. It's like Ronda Rousey, her setup in 2K19 was always so awful for the arm breaker that she uses, or the arm bar. It was almost, I mean, unless you were in the perfect positioning of the ring, it would always be a rope break. True, but the code breaker is different, right? It affects the face, not the back. So I wouldn't be able to do the code breaker. I would be okay with doing backstabber, because the backstabber is basically just half of the bank statement. She uses the backstabber to transition into the bank statement, which is basically a crossface. Or a kind of an altered camel clutch. Yeah, I would be okay with the backstabber. We can do that after this tournament, but you're going to have to remind me, because I'm very, very forgetful. But I haven't found many issues with Sasha Banks using that. And getting, like, not getting rope breaks, because the bank statement usually had that issue, but I think they fixed it, because when they land, like, their feet usually come forward afterwards, and it usually is okay. Usually. Sometimes I have seen it happen, but, oh, big signature by Nikki Bella. 1-2. Oh, it's over. 3. Spirited effort by Liv Morgan, but Nikki Bella is going to the finals here. Nikki Bella is looking for another title before we get to the pay-per-view now. Good win for Nikki Bella. Speaking of good wins, Godwin. Midian was at Survivor Series tonight. Some of you younger kids, if you're here in the chat, you probably don't know who I'm talking about. He was the dude wearing the overalls that came out for Undertaker, and people like looked at each other and was like, who the fuck is that person? Like, who is that? Well, who is that? That's the old school, man. These are old, real close personal friends with Undertaker. We all know about Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash forming the Clique, right? A behind-the-scenes friendship, a bond, a brotherhood, let's say. Undertaker had his own, and they were a part of it. Maurice actually had a really good showing earlier tonight. She's only in the yellow health bar region. Interesting. Big kick out by Shayna Baszler. Alright, we'll do the backstabber. Yeah. Especially because the setup for the code breaker, right? Like, if Sasha Banks did a code breaker at all, I'd be like, okay. But she just doesn't do it. I've seen her do backstabbers, though. Right? We're trying not to make this interactive mode. Right? Because then everybody's like, I want the jackhammer. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You have, like, hurricane helms. Anyway, what? Going for the pin, Maurice. Doing some good work here. Shayna Baszler's kicked out twice. That's her only offense in this match, has been kicking out. Oh, this is, I mean, this only really forms, I mean, it only really pisses Shayna Baszler off. Yeah, bad idea. Here we go. Shayna Baszler catches her, lifts her up, vertical suplex, picture perfect, drops her down. Shayna Baszler gonna get that positive buff off of the taunt. No one is cheering for Shayna Baszler. No one's really cheering for Maryse either. Match between two pretty hated individuals in our TMode universe. Which I'm shocked. Shayna Baszler was a part of my team when I won Season 1 of TMode, alright? She did excellent work as the NXT Women's Champion. And she got beat, I think, by Paige. And that was bullshit, alright? Shayna Baszler was really, really good, alright? It was a fluke victory. And she only lost because she left Team Profit. Had she been a part of Team Profit in Season 2, I would have won. I would have won. And I know what you're thinking. Derek, how could that be possible? How could it be possible that she hasn't been in any team modes and you still would have won? It would have happened, trust me. Trust me. Maybe I need to ditch Nikki Cross and bring back Shayna Baszler to Team Profit in Season 3. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because Shayna Baszler delivered for me in Season 1. Baron Corbin delivered for me in Season 1. You know who didn't deliver for me? Randy Orton. You know who didn't deliver for me? Drew McIntyre. You know who didn't deliver for me? Nikki Cross. These people didn't deliver for me in Season 2. I need to drop these folks. Next big stream we do will likely be Wednesday. I'm going to try to get my PS5. Walmart is coming out with more PS5s, I think at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. I shouldn't be telling any of you this, but I'm going to. I will likely try to do that, and when I fail at doing that, because of course I will, it's not going to go good. I'm going to be in a sour mood. We'll probably go live Wednesday night, and we will likely do a big Season 3 kickoff special, and a lot of that is going to be consolidating titles with a T-mode to start out the season. So a little bit of an elongated episode. And what I mean by consolidating titles is we're going to simplify the championships. I don't want nearly as many championships rolling around as there are right now. Maryse tapping out to the Kirifuda clutch. Shayna Baszler winning, laughing at Maryse. And we have a Nikki Shayna final. There we go. Final matchup here. Who will get that opportunity against Brie Bella? Will it be her sister, or will it be the Queen of Spades? Let's update this. The other reason is that I would like that she could have a finisher that she could just hit and go for the pin. Submission is good, but it takes a long time, and if she's in multiple people match, they could, there could be a good enough time to break submission. Yes, I completely understand the logic. That's why I'm allowing it, because it's like, yeah, I don't think Sasha Banks would. I mean, I think in real life she likely would. She likely would just hit the bank statement and tap people out, and I don't think it would be a problem. But I understand where you're coming from with that. That makes a whole lot of sense. We did change Peyton Royce's finisher into the final cut, so. And then Sheamus, I changed his finishers too. Because he would always do the Celtic Cross. He would never, ever go for the bro kick, which I thought was really silly. Big comeback from Nikki Bella. Shayna Baszler kicks out. So I did alter that a little bit. And I think I gave the Celtic Cross to one of his signatures. And I think I did something. Either way, Sheamus has been hitting the bro kick more often now. I don't remember what I did specifically, but I did fix it. I need to see Sheamus with a bro kick, man. I don't want to see him hitting a Celtic Cross. Boring. I'm getting cold. Nikki Bella looking for rack attack on Shayna Baszler. What's happening here? Oh, Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, Nikki Bella just like that. Jesus Christ. Remember that time the Undertaker couldn't figure out his his hood? He was like trying to get it off. That was me this entire match. Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella in the main event here. Okay. Alright, final matchup before we get to the pay-per-view. I said 45 minutes. When did I say that? I think it was about 45 minutes ago. I think Nikki Bella is looking at becoming Superstar of the Season. She could likely do it by getting a win here. Defending the tag championships, right? There's a lot of opportunity for Nikki Bella in this to do the damn thing. I'm going to finalize some of these matches here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWE Divas Championship.
Yeah. I'm looking at a few of these alternates, and I'm like, man, how could I not? How could I not? I think I'm going to etch that in there, but I'm going to keep it a surprise for some of you guys. NXT Women's Champion Classic Belt Edition. It's not active this season, so she's not going to earn any points from it. But she'll be getting she'll be getting some points if she wins this title tonight. She is a women's tag team champion. She's going up against her sister here in this main event. Who you got your money on? I think I got my money on Brie. I think Brie's gonna have it. Leon, how's it going? Welcome to the show. He used the bro kick on Monday. No, I mean like in TMode specifically. Like in real life, yeah, he uses the bro kick. In TMode, he just never did. I never seen him use it. In this game, it's his coding. He always opts to go for the other finisher. So it's like I had to break that coding and fix it. Not to win, but I think it was to get Slapjack out of his misery. Oh, I didn't watch Monday Night Raw. I feel really, really upset that they're kind of doing Retribution as dirty as they are. That was a clean sweep for Raw tonight.
Introducing the challenger from Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Bella. And introducing the champion from Scottsdale, Arizona, she is the WWE Divas Champion, Brie Bella.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I like it just being a fatal 4-way. Referee gonna present this title to this COVID-friendly crowd. And this is sister versus sister action here. A little bit of a fraternal civil war between these two. Brie Bella starts out picking her sister up, gonna drop her on the top rope. Nikki Bella with a huge title defense tonight. Women's Tag Team Championships will be up for grabs. Going up against Carmella and a random lady superstar. I think I know who I want to put in that spot, in that situation. Pin 1, 2, no! Jack in the jaw of Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella has her comeback ability. She's going to have to hit it. It's going to have to be perfection because Brie Bella looks really, really good. How many matches to the pay-per-view? In the pay-per-view, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm totaling everything up, making sure I didn't miss anything. James Charles in the arena. Hi, sisters. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, Meet Meet. I'm not that cool. I know who James Charles is. I don't know. I'm only assuming that that's what he says, calls his YouTube people. Names they chose for the members of Retribution suck, all except Reckoning and Ali. Ali's cool. I like Reckoning for Mia Yim. Weirdly, I think eventually we're going to get used to them. I feel like had they booked that whole angle better, I don't think people would be nearly as upset. But yeah, they really, and I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if they just hate Dominik Dijakovic. I don't know if they just hate T-Bar and Slapjack. I don't know their other names. Mace. I don't know if they hate them, but it's working. It's working for me. She does hit the comeback though. Brie Bella. She's in some danger here if she gets hit with this. Oh, tried to turn her around. Brie Bella fighting back. Gets hung up on that rope. We have a couple of good matches tonight. They really solid, oh, okay, interesting. From what we have been building up so far, I see 2 Survivor Series matches, and a couple of title matches here and there. But not a whole lot. Our main focus is the Survivor Series matches tonight. That's kind of our big focus. So far I'm counting 5. I'm counting 5 matches. But I need to quickly think in my head before we finalize that. One, two, kick out. And Rousey. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 with this tag team. So far I'm counting 5, and I'm trying to think, was there anything I'm missing? I know Dash Wilder had a title opportunity. He is not going to be using it on a title. He's going to use it to join in the main event instead. With a surprise opponent and a surprise teammate for Team Edge that I'm not going to reveal. I think this person definitely deserves the spot. Based on the build-up from last month to this month, I believe that this person deserves the spot. Especially with who is on the other side on Team Roman. So, we're going to go into that. It's going to come back to play. It's something that did happen in a team mode, so it makes storyline sense. I think this person is selected in the chat. So, if not, then it's a free agent, but whatever. I think this person's kind of on the cusp of being a big player here in TMode, and we saw a little bit of a flash of that before we went for a long break, and I think we'll see a flash of it here tonight in Survivor Series. Down goes Brie Bella. Yo! 1, 2, resiliency used. What a kick out, but she has another finisher waiting. She could easily just end this by doing another finisher. And that's what she's going to do. Rack attack again. Yikes. She can go for the pin. And this is a new champion. 1, 2, 3. Nikki Bella with the win. Wow. 2 fantasy points going to Victor. Going to catch him up. I think he's at 8 fantasy points right now. He has a title defense for the women's tag titles. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, possibly 3 more points going his way. He did max out at 11 points. Nikki Bella with a big win. And I think we have all of our matches set up, if I'm not mistaken. The Survivor Series matches are the big main focus. Congratulations to Nikki Bella winning that matchup. And then I think after the pay-per-view, I think my Hard Out tonight is at 3 o'clock in the morning. So maybe our pay-per-view does end at 2. I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe it will. And we'll continue on. I think I have 5 matches to do for the Survivor Series pay-per-view. If we can get that done in an hour and a half, which would be awesome, we could play an hour of Valhalla. If not, that's okay. We do have the pay-per-view done, ready to go. All right, let's quickly edit